Hi, everybody. Trying to get them all in here. Sorry, I'm trying. Admit all. There, I found the button. Admit all. Admit all. Hi, everybody. I am here. I hope you guys are too. I'm letting people in. People are just leaving the AGLA webinar. We're trying to get you guys in here. Somebody say hello, hi, or something, so I know
Hi,
you guys.
Hi, we hear you loud and clear.
Hello, hello. Just finished the AGLA webinar on habitability issues and what's going on with habitability issues. So what I was trying to say in the AGLA webinar that I didn't feel comfortable saying is that if you are in an eviction lawsuit, okay, and your tenant is crying habitability issues, but you didn't evict for non-payment of rent, then the chances of those issues hurting your case aren't going to be there. Does that make sense? Habitability issues are a defense for a tenant in eviction for non-payment of rent. So what I am trying to say in that webinar is if your eviction isn't for non-payment of rent, they can't cry habitability issues. Does that make sense? So let me give you an example, okay? And I'm still letting people in, just bear with me, you guys. So example, big example. Big example. If you're doing an eviction for a 60-day permanently removing it from the rental market and the tenant screams habitability issues, it has no bearing. You're not asking them to pay the rent, you're asking them to get out. Does that make sense? Is this clicking on a bigger level for you? As nicely as I could say this, if you know you have habitability issues, you probably don't want to use non-payment of rent as the cause of action in your eviction.
So you can still do nuisance and go that route.
Oh, thank you for speaking up. I appreciate your assistance. You're understanding what I'm saying to you. A nuisance, a 60-day, non-renewal of lease, whatever else it is you can do other than non-payment of rent. Everybody's like, oh, I understand that. So that's what I was trying to say in there, but I can't just say it. If you have habitability issues and you need to do an eviction, you probably don't want to do it on non-payment of rent. But on a material breach of the lease, all day long. On removing it from the rental market, all day long. Okay. And if you missed my AGLA webinar, I'm sorry, you don't know what I'm talking about. We did a class today on the telling me it's time for Widget's way, Patty. The alarm's telling me. So I just finished a webinar with AGLA, the Apartment Association of Greater Los Angeles, for the implied warranty of habitable premises, what that is, what that means to our business, what we need to do to fix it. So that's where my head is right now. If you guys need something pertinent or something that you want to talk about, let's talk about it. For those of you in the city of LA, you have a new 3-day notice required for April. You now have to disclose how many bedrooms your unit is, because it has to do with LA market threshold. Okay, so I know I saw Tony pop on here. Throw away all your okay. LA City has a new 3-day notice, has new verbiage. You guys need to use that new notice in the city of LA. You have to now state how many bedrooms the unit has. That has to do with LA City's threshold rent. You know what I'm talking about, the threshold, where if they have a 2-bedroom, they have to be behind $2,222, or more before you can serve the notice? I got you, Tony. I'll say it again. There is a new notice, a 3-day notice for City of LA, okay? For those of us that have to deal with threshold rent, meaning, and I know this number by heart, so a 2-bedroom unit has to be behind $2,222 before you can serve a 3-day notice. The new 3-day notice has how many bedrooms are there. Okay, makes sense? So the new notice discloses how many bedrooms are in the unit for the City of LA. So Tony, make sure you're using a new notice for your Larso properties, City of LA properties, because you have to now disclose how many bedrooms are in the unit. Okay. That's what I was trying to tell you. I addressed all the tenant's habitability issues. He left with no defense and now he's gone. Woohoo! Isn't it great? I gotta ask you, Geraldo, and I know this, but it feels good when the tenant like puts a bunch of garbage on their answer and you go check it and then you go back to court and you show and it all falls into place for you and you're like, haha, not today. You're not gonna get me today. So congratulations on getting the tenant out of your property. It does feel great. I'm gonna say something, and I should have said this in the AGLA thing, but you guys, we take it very personally when a tenant files an answer. We take it very personally when the tenant says something badly about us. We try really hard to do everything that we can for them. So when we get an answer to an eviction and it says that we're not providing habitable dwelling and they have an infestation of cockroaches and vermin and they have all these issues that they check, I get offended by that. I do. I'm like, hey, I'm not a slumlord. I did not force you to live in this property in dilapidated conditions. That's no, I get mad. So yeah, I want to serve a 24-hour notice, go in and deal with the repairs, document everything that they're complaining about. 9 times out of 10, they won't let you in because they're running their mouth because they're mad and none of that exists. Okay, stop taking it personally. If you file an eviction, they file an answer. If you poke them in the eye, they poke you in the eye. That's how this works, right? Stop getting upset every time you poke them in the eye by filing eviction and they poke you in the eye by filing an answer. Don't take it personally. Okay, I know it was really hard for me. It took me a long time to get over that and understand and realize it's just their defense. That's it. Okay. Deep breath. All right, deep breath. So I got a really good question in the class today, and I thought I'd share it with you guys because it made total sense, but it was a perfect answer for the perfect scenario. Guy has a tenant in a property. If you missed what happened, the tenant recently got an ESA animal for their child, and their child has really bad allergies. And now they're asking to have the carpet changed because they think that's what's contributing to the child's allergies. Okay, so nothing wrong with the carpet, except the child in possession may be allergic. Okay. Other than that, there's no issue with the carpet. It doesn't stink. It's not stained. It's not rippled. It's there. You know, it's clean. It's pretty. Okay. The tenant is requesting to have the carpet changed because of their daughter's allergies. Okay. So you're requesting a request for a reasonable modification based on a disability. So yes, I would be more than happy to allow you to exchange the carpet for different flooring that your daughter's not allergic to at your own expense. Remember, you got to think outside the box when they start asking you questions and they start, right, Hilda? Right, that was my thought. And immediately the people in the webinar is, Patty, we love you, Patty, we love you. No, you guys got to think about what they're asking you to do. My daughter's allergic to the carpet in this house. They think, Daughter has allergies. Children are a protected class. You got to be really careful what you say. Okay. But they're asking you to change the property based on a disability. Isn't that a request for reasonable modifications? And the landlord is not responsible for those expenses. Okay. Outside of the box, you guys, they're going to start throwing stuff at us that's going to be hitting us right here. And we need to take a deep breath, use our fogging. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll let my legal counsel know and get back to you. That way you have time to think about it. But when you really take into consideration what they're asking for, it's a request for reasonable modifications, and the landlord isn't responsible for that. Think about it this way. If the tenant is in a wheelchair and wants all the doorways widened and the countertops lowered because of their disability, you as a landlord can allow that to happen at their expense. Got it? They also have to put it back when they vacate. Got it? Okay, I'm trying to make sure that you guys are getting that part. And I told you about the oh my God. So far, Pasadena did Measure H. Inglewood has turned into a nightmare, okay? Nightmare with their rent registry. The reason that I'm saying it's a nightmare is everybody's saying, oh, mail them a copy of the notice because they have to get it within 3 days too. Mail them a copy, mail them, don't do their work for them, don't upload it to their website. Here's the reality of that, folks, okay? For those of us that are thinking of mailing that notice off to LA City and all that so that it's registered with Inglewood, they're not keeping up with the mail. They can't. So you know what they do? Then they tell you you can't file the eviction because they didn't get it timely. So use the website. I know we don't want to use the website, that we want to make them work harder, but the reality is they're not working harder. It's hurting us. So upload it to the website. That's just me talking to you, because every time we send letters to them, we send them registered, we send them certified to give them a copy of the notice in the city of Inglewood. They don't open their mail for a freaking week. And then they say that we didn't send it timely. Forget the argument. Just send the notice to their website. I get what Dennis Block was trying to do with tying the city up with more of their own BS, but it's hurting us. So be careful. Pasadena has Measure H. There's another city out there that starts with a P, and they got their own thing going now. Pomona. I think it's Pomona. They got their own thing going now. So all the little municipalities are going to start coming up with their own B&B, bureaucracy and BS. Okay. So you guys be cautious. If you have property in the city of Inglewood, I'm sorry. What they did is worse than the city of Los Angeles. I'm trying to smile. Also, you know how we have the TPA, the Tenant Protection Act? Well, now there's the Tenant Protection Ordinance that'll be coming out of San Diego County, and we should have that finalized by the 25th of this month, okay? My brain is full and it's starting to hurt. Oh, goodness. Okay, so May 23rd, Pasadena Convention Center, Agla's Trade Show. It's free. I'd love to see you guys there on May 23rd. Come by, say hello, bring me some lunch. I get hungry there. Ice is important. Ice water, iced tea. Please bring me substance and cold drinks. It's a long day. All right. Let's see what you guys got now that I'm up here rambling about the day. And the Pasadena Convention Center, May 23rd. This is Agla's Trade Show. It's at the Pasadena Convention Center on May 23rd. It is free to enter. You do have to pay to park, if I remember right. It's like $10. And that's good for the day. Should be a nice time for those of you that have never been to a trade show. I highly suggest it and recommend it. Not only do they have classes being taught all day long, you can go listen to your favorite attorney. I'll be teaching a class there too, I'm sure. But you can listen to all those people. You also have a plethora of exactly who you need in your arsenal.
Is
So
this AGLA or AOA?
AGLA, Pasadena Convention Center, May 23rd.
Thank you.
AOA is later this month. I think it's next week, if I remember correctly. Yes. I want to say AOA's trade show is in downtown LA next week. I was going to try to attend. Somebody threw a court case at me that I might have to help them with. So I don't know that I can be two places at once, but I'd love to. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. You go into AOA in LA or you go into Pasadena, May 23rd. And thank you, Hilda. I got you. I understood what you're saying because you know I can't be in two places at once. May 23rd, Pasadena Convention Center. I will see you guys all there. I will be there. No doubt about it. But bring me wonderful things to eat. I'm sorry, you guys. So you understand, it's a long day, a very long day. I usually have to leave before the sun comes up so that I can be in Pasadena by 7 a.m. Okay. And then I'm at the booth and it's running. So from 7 o'clock in the morning and time to leave. And then I'm immediately dealing with driving home from Pasadena. So that's about a 3-hour drive for me at 5 o'clock. So then it's like 8 o'clock at night and I haven't eaten all damn day. So I get yelled at. One of my kids is going to make me take granola bars and beef jerky. So that when I get home, I'm not a crab ass. I'm being funny. Yes, I would love to. Okay, thank you, Hilda. Thank you. I know you'll be there. I'm going to have you at both of them. I'll send you an email later. All of my properties are in unincorporated LA County and registered with the DCBA under RSO. Only one property is in the city of Highland Park. It's a single family home, but has a legally permitted granny house, guest house in the back, separate from the main house. What will be the rent threshold? It has to do with how many bedrooms, baby. So the granny house, is it a studio or a 1-bedroom? You get me? So it doesn't, 2 separate rents who will be able to give me a clear answer is it's a duplex, if you ask me, okay? Because it's 2 on 1 parcel. I understand. Keep it as a do-het. Your threshold is by how many bedrooms it is, okay? Do I need to go get my threshold thing really quick, Tony? Just tell me yes, Patty. Go give me the numbers. Bye. Good luck with your job interview. Ivana, you got this. Go get the job. Or if you're interviewing, err on caution. Ask them if they cry easy. That's one of my interview questions. Do you cry easily? Okay, Tony, I'll go get the numbers. Hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got them. Here I am. Sorry. Can you see? Oh, look at that. Oh, look, it's a perfect little note, but you can't see it from there. See that? Oh, look, I'll read it to you. LA market rent, studio unit, $1,534. And if I do this, you guys won't be able to see it anyway, because it's inverted, right? Yeah, okay. 1 bedroom, $1,747. 2 bedroom, $2,222. It's easy, 5 2s. 2 bedroom, $2,222. 3 bedroom, $2,888. 4 bedroom, $3,170. That's the threshold. So I'm going to use a 2-bedroom as an example. A 2-bedroom, $2,222 is where the tenant needs to be in order for a landlord to serve a 3-day pay rent or quit notice. If I was a smart, savvy tenant, I'd always stay just above that threshold. Look at it this way. If you have a 2-bedroom house, I know that I now have a forced savings account of $2,222 before you can serve me a 3-day notice. I don't know if that means that I have to be 1 month behind or 3 months behind, or maybe 5 months behind because you're not charging market rent. You're under market rent. And those people that are under market rent are being penalized because we can't do evictions until they owe market rent. Doesn't matter the size, it matters how many bedrooms. If it's a studio, a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom, it doesn't matter if it's a 4,800 square foot house. If it has 2 bedrooms, it's still a 2-bedroom. Okay. So studios are in there. So if your granny flat is a studio, then that's where you're going to be on that one, Tony. Would the convention be any good for us in San Bernardino County? Yes. Roadrunner, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if you have issues with vendors. They'll be talking a lot about rules in LA City, LA County, but they're still going to cover the other counties. So San Bernardino County, things like that. When I speak about all counties, not just specifically LA. And there's a lot of other speakers that do that as well. But we're speaking not necessarily on evictions. We may be talking like today about residential dwellings and providing a habitable premises and what that means and where that law came from and how that evolved. It just depends. Also, it puts you in touch with all kinds of vendors, okay? Oh, so let me give you an example. Yardi will be there. Appfolio will be there. Okay, making sense? So now you have software programs that help your management company. They're there. Also, you're going to have plumbing companies there, retrofitting companies there, licensed contractors, screening companies, people that'll help you with your utility billing, your RUB systems. When you go to these trade shows, you bump into everybody in the industry like me, okay? Everybody that's doing something and is involved in this industry, we're all under one roof. It's quite interesting. So I would definitely consider this. We're going to be doing something locally here in San Bernardino County. I talked to Agla about this today. Looks like we're going to be doing a training seminar, probably out in the Ontario area. So it looks like we're going to schedule something here within the next 3 or 4 months. So we're going to do like a mini trade show kind of event out here in San Bernardino, Ontario. And I'll make sure that you guys know about that. If you want to go to the Pasadena Convention Center, it's quite the drive, but it puts you in contact with licensed contractors, exterminator companies, locksmiths. And it's Appfolio will be there. Rent Spree will be there. Utility billing companies will be there. CSI will be there. So like the people that provide you with temporary property managers while your property manager's out on medical leave for a baby or something. So they have staffing people that'll be there. It's everything you can. There's property management companies they're advertising so they can offer their services. You're going to have several different law firms there offering their services. You're going to have utility billing, electric companies, gas companies, programs to sign up for, placement companies that help find you tenants. Everything that's involved in our industry, all under one roof. AOA's is next week. AGLA has one on May 23rd at the Pasadena Convention Center. So yay. All right. Yes, tons of freebies. you know those little wagons with the wheels on them that you guys can take to the beach? You might want to bring one of those. It makes for a long day. They have what I call tchotchkes that you can pick up sticky notes and lint rollers and pens and letter openers, and God, you're gonna go home with a bucket full of crap. Sticky notes and yes, all kinds of treasures. Bring a wagon. The question, LARSO on a 2-bedroom tenant at 2,600, but he also has an additional $650 a month for security deposit. Can I add that to the 3-day if he's behind in the security deposit portion of as well? No, Melanie. Security deposit delinquencies would go on a cure or quit notice, not a pay rent or quit notice. When that makes sense, just give me a thumbs up or something, okay? I read a note from Melanie. It says, question, LARSO on a 2-bedroom tenant at $2,600, but he also has an additional $650 a month for security deposit. I'm assuming that he has $650 still that needs to be paid on the security deposit. So 3-day them for the rent that he's behind and cure or quit him on the security deposit portion. We would like to advertise there too. Where should we go to get the info? Belsi, go to AGLA. If it's too soon for you to do AOA, go to AGLA, aagla.org. Got it? aagla.org. That's the Apartment Association of Greater Los Angeles. Here, I'll put it right here. aagla.org. Oh, that's a 0. Don't click on that. Let me fix that. I'm blind. O-R-G. How did I do that? Here it comes, you guys. Sending it to you. Oh, and I tried to put it in the chat and it's sending it straight to Ivana. I'm done. I'm not going to pretend to know how to do this anymore. I'm done. Closing that. We'll try again. It's free to go to AGLA's convention. You don't need to reserve a spot. You can sign up at the door. And it is at the Pasadena Convention Center on May 23rd. And I didn't look, but I think I'm speaking at like 3 or 4. I think I'm speaking at 3 o'clock on one of the stages. I think. I think I'm on at 3. All right, anybody have anything else? I don't know if I'm, spot equals a booth. So if you want to get a booth, you need to contact AGLA, okay? If you just want to show up to the event, it's free. You can sign in when they want, sorry, somebody's trying to call me. It's free to attend. Basically, you sign in. They want your email address so they can solicit you to sign up for their apartment association. I mean, it makes sense, right? I see questions. Can we nail and mail a UD? Nope. Nope, you cannot nail and mail a UD unless you have a posting order from the judge. So if you are unable to obtain personal service, you then would submit to the court a request for a posting order, P-O-S-T-I-N-G, posting order. Once the judge approves the posting order, then you can post the UD on the property. You have to pay more for the posting order. I want to say it's like 30 or 60 bucks. I don't know off the top of my head. It may vary by court, but yeah, you can get a posting order. Usually the tenant that is evading service needs a posting order. I hope that helped. So City of LA now has to disclose on their 3-day notices how many bedrooms the unit is. Okay, so that's a nice to know thing. Also, if you're in city of Inglewood, you have to register all your units in the city of Inglewood and you need to send them a copy of the notice within 3 days. I'm telling you, they can't keep up with the mail. They can't. And what I'm seeing is it's affecting you, the landlord. Okay. So rather than snail mailing the city a copy of that notice to go ahead and upload it on their website. I don't agree with it because you're doing their work for them and I don't like them. However, it's hurting you. And I don't like to do things that hurt you. So just upload the notice on their website. I know it's bullshit because they should have to work a little bit harder since they're making us work. And by us uploading it to the website, we're doing the work for them, which is BS. But if we don't do it for them, it doesn't happen and then it hurts us. So in Inglewood, I would most definitely upload the notice to the website. Okay, just saying. What else do we got? Is that UD posting permission only in LA or state of California? Anytime, okay. Freak. We're talking about serving a tenant with an actual eviction. You landlords cannot do it because you're a party in the action. It should be done by a process server or the sheriff's department. The rule of thumb is you have to do personal service and they attempt. Hi, can you guys hear me now? I just turned myself right out of the meeting, threw myself to the curb. I got evicted without even trying. I pushed the wrong button. Somebody was trying to call me. And all of a sudden, you guys were all gone. I had to relog on to Zoom. This stuff only happens to me, I tell you. Okay, did you even notice I was gone? What the? Okay. I'm back. Sorry, that was weird. Somebody tried to call me. I pushed the wrong button and you guys all disappeared. But now I have you back. Please remind me what we were talking about. Please. A squirrel came. Hi, Erin. Yes, call me this week. Posting a UD. Oh, thank you, Val. You guys are my heroes. So if you try to serve personally 3 times and you cannot get personal service because the tenant's evading service, then you go back to the court showing that the process server tried to serve 3 times. They have dates, times, everything. The judge most likely will then approve what they call a posting order. And that allows them to legally post the unlawful detainer on the door rather than doing personal service. So that's what we're talking about is a posting order, personal service, and you as landlords cannot serve the tenant with the eviction paperwork. You can serve them the notice, but you can't serve them with a lawsuit, okay? Patty, I will call you this week to see what we can do about the carpet lease violation. Yes, I actually talked to an attorney that specializes in downtown LA, and we can do something. It looks like we're going to be doing possibly a 30-day cure or quit. The attorney was going to get back to me after tomorrow because I have a busy day today and tomorrow. After that, I'm not so busy until next week. and then it starts all over again. What do I know? Yeah, no worries, Erin. I think we got her good. We got her real good, okay? Sorry, you guys. Sometimes I don't like it well when a tenant does something that causes them to hold the house hostage against the landlord for whatever reason. I'm not okay with that. I don't like it. I'm not about it. I think it's BS. And I'm not having it. So if you ever feel like your tenant is literally holding your house hostage against you, call me. I will sit down and spend as much time with you as needed to come up with a good plan of action. And if I don't have all of it, I'll go hunt attorneys down until I find it. Okay. I am not about tenants holding houses hostage against people. That is bullshit. I am not having it. And I will use my best management skills to help you get them out. No joke. And you can ask anybody in here, they'll tell you she's not lying. She's telling you the truth. She will help you figure it out. It may take a little while, but she will help you figure it out. Yeah, I can't stop talking about you, Erin. I hope your ears have been ringing all week because I've been doing nothing about talking about the bullshit your tenant is putting you through. So can I share a little bit of your story, Erin? Just tell me yes or no. I won't go into detail, I promise. Okay, check this out, you guys, because this is a doozy, okay? Picture this, vintage Victorian home has been converted into a fourplex or a fiveplex, okay? And I know it's a sixplex, I think, okay? Huge, beautiful Victorian home, revamped into multiple units. So you got 5 units, one under one house, kind of, okay? With me? Tenant upstairs have 2 downstairs units, 1 upstairs unit. With me? Tenant upstairs realizes that there's beautiful hardwood floors just under the carpet and the padding. So they remove the carpet and the padding in their unit because they like those beautiful wood floors to show. Did they just make modifications to the property without written consent of the landlord? Did they also create a habitability issue for neighboring residents because they removed the sound barrier? Can the tenants downstairs now hear the tenants upstairs when they fart? Is this a problem? Can she rent the other vacant unit downstairs because of it? Do the other tenants downstairs now want to move out because of the noise? Is the tenant upstairs putting the carpet back? Is this an LARSO? So sometimes I got to go to several attorneys. I got to go answer shopping, okay? I'm not okay with what's happening at that property. That tenant removed the sound barrier, created a habitability issue for the tenants downstairs and made it so she can't rent the vacant unit. But she doesn't want to put it back. Bullshit. We found a way, Erin. Call me on Friday. We got this. Sometimes when weird, crazy things happen, you guys, you call me, we talk about it. I go talk to attorneys. I go come back to you. I talk to you about a few more things. I go back to the attorneys. Sometimes it takes me a while to get a rock solid plan. I'm sorry, but there's no playbook with all these new rules in place. Okay, so trying to err on the side of caution and not sign anybody up for something I wouldn't want to be involved in. With that being said, sometimes it takes me a while. What can I say? I'm a scaredy cat, okay? I don't want to expose anybody to anything that I wouldn't want to be exposed to. And I don't want to be exposed to nothing. I'm just saying. So when I'm helping you on a specific project, sometimes it takes me a little bit of time, a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, give or take, a month maybe. I'm trying. And your name's been in my mouth a lot, girl. I'm doing everything I can to help put an end to this BS. Yeah, thank you, Erin. It does take some time sometimes. We're not in a hurry to make a mistake. Remember, you guys, what we're doing every day in our rental industry business, we are not playing checkers, folks. We are not trying to get to the other side of the board as quickly as possible. We are playing chess, and we are making each move with precision and accuracy. Okay, so sometimes that takes a little bit of time. I don't want to be a bull in a china shop. That's for damn sure. All right, Anybody have anything else that they want to talk about? Any questions they need answered, things like that? Any updates as to when LA County will assist mom and pop landlords with the up to $30, $30K per unit? I'm not sure. I know that I believe that has to be out by the end of next month is when that hits. Tony, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell anybody that's listening, read the fine print on that $30,000 money. There's something in there that says that if you take the money, you cannot evict going forward for 6 months or 12 months or something along those lines. So please, I beg you, look at what you're signing up for. Okay? Please, I beg you. I don't want you, and this is me talking to you, okay? Your tenant owes you $130,000, okay? 130 right now, and I'm just giving you an example. Let's pretend they owe you 130,000 right now, today, okay? And you sign up for this $30,000 and they give it to you and you get it, but you cannot evict for 12 months going forward. What did you just sign up for? Is the $30,000 worth whatever's owed to you right now plus a whole year of rent? Because you're not going to be able to touch them for a whole year if you take that money. So please, I beg you, read the fine print. Okay? I can't answer your question in detail and depth about the program because the program isn't fully released yet. When it's released, I'll have a lot more information. I have somebody watching it for that fine print because I've heard all kinds of horror stories about what's going to be in that fine print if you take that money. I don't know if it will be for landlords that have tenants that are no longer in possession. I can't answer that. I don't know yet, Tony. As soon as I find out, you're the first girl I'm calling. She my candle girl. All right, anybody got anything else? Hang tight on that 30K though. I know it's out there and I don't know if they'll let you get it if they're not in possession anymore. I don't know. I don't. If it is, it would be wonderful. And then I've heard some stuff, like I've heard Housing is Key still has funds, but they're not dispersing them. Huh? They're holding them for those people that might need them. What the what? Oh, that's right. This is a program designed to help tenants, not landlords. I remember. I just got a small claims judgment for COVID rent. Any idea on how to collect? I happen to work at a law firm called Fast Eviction Service, and we are a full service collection agency. We're on a 60-40 split, so we send you 60% of everything that we collect, including fines, fees, and interest. We keep 40%. We send you 60. If you're interested, call up Fast Evict, 909-889-2000, okay? And if I could tell you guys something, I'll tell you this. Collect on it as fast as you can and as aggressively as you can, because starting September 1st, Gavin Newsom passed this lovely new bullshit law that says we, landlords, cannot garnish wages unless the tenant makes more than $41 an hour. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to what's going on in our lovely little state, but people that make $41 an hour are homeowners, not tenants. We're losing our recourse on September 1st. What does that mean for all of us? It means that we're going to go to a zero tolerance policy on late rents. Why do you say that, Patty? Why would we give you a grace period? It doesn't benefit us at all anymore. In fact, it now hurts us. And if you call me on the 2nd and tell me you're not going to be able to pay your rent until the 15th because that's when you get paid, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to go ahead and start the legal process. And when you get paid, you can then do a pay and stay and buy out of legal expenses, pay your back rent that's owed, pay next month's rent in advance, and I'll let you out of your eviction. It is going to force us as landlords to do the exact opposite of what they want us to do. Make sense? I mean, look at what they're doing now in the city of LA. Great example. You have to make threshold rent before you can do an eviction. So what does that say? That says us landlords that have kept our rents under market value as a benefit to our tenant are now penalized because we're not charging them market rent. So it's going to force us to try to raise our rents as quickly as we can to get up to market rent so we can function and do our job. But they don't want us increasing rents. Does all of this make sense to you yet that none of this makes sense? They want us to work with our tenants, but they took away our recourse. If I can't do a wage garnishment, I'm going to be real quick to put your ass in legal. I'm going to put you in eviction quick because I have no wiggle room anymore. I hope this is making sense. I hope this is clicking. Hilda, if you're still on, I got a funny story for you regarding evictions. Welcome, inquire within. Okay, so you guys all know none of us want to rent to anybody with evictions on their credit. We just don't. We don't want to go down that road. They've been there before, they'll do it again. That's our mentality, right? Let me ask you something. What about the evictions you can't see? You can't see all those evictions that went over 60 days. The only eviction you can see on credit report means the landlord won within the first 60 days of the case filing. So the tenant vacated and moved out in the middle of the night, ran scared. Is that the tenant you want? Because it's the tenant I want. I want the one that runs scared in the middle of the night. I don't want the one that asks for a trial by jury, takes 11 months to get them out. I had to pay them $30,000 and their record is sealed and you can't see it. Now, are you afraid of what you can see or what you can't? You tell me. There's no law that says that we can't advertise evictions welcome, inquire within. Because that person that moved out in the middle of the night and ran scared, that's who I want. I want them, hunt them down. I'm more afraid of what I can't see, not what I can. And that made your head go, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. And the reality is we don't want to rent to anybody with evictions. But wait a minute, if I can't see the worst evictions, the cream of the crap, the worst of the worst, and I don't know that it ever happened, I don't want them. Ouch. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I left your mind with, we may want to start advertising that evictions are okay because the ones we can see aren't bad at all. It's the ones we can't see that are horrific. Keep that in mind, okay? Remember when I say this a lot, if we don't change with the industry, we're going to get steamrolled. If we don't change with the new laws, we're going to get steamrolled. If I can't see that they've been evicted, that scares the crap out of me. Might make sense. May want to make some changes to our advertisements in the near future. We can't garnish their wages. We just want possession as quickly as possible. Okay. I'm trying to plant seeds because the things that are against us are atrocious. you guys need anything else, you guys hunt me down, okay? I'm gonna get off of here. I can see that I'm being emailed and text messaged about the upcoming events. And they're asking me right now if I want to talk at the trade show in Pasadena on the 23rd. So I'm gonna tell them yes. Does anybody have any quick examples of what I should be talking about at the trade show? Anybody? If anybody has an idea of what they want me to talk about at the trade show, please tell me now and I'll build my whole talk around it. Just for you, just for you. Dispositions of security deposits, screening, new tactics, how to screen how to screen for evil tenants. How to screen out evil tenants. Talk about rent increases. Why don't I talk about the great ideas that just don't work? You guys want to know about those? You know, like pet rent, month-to-month fee, late fees. You know, great ideas that just don't work. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if anybody is charging a month-to-month fee right now, you need to stop immediately. You're probably in violation of the law. If you are charging an unauthorized occupant fee and you are subject to AB 1482, stop. You cannot do that. If you are charging additional fees to the tenants, we need to talk about it. Okay. Month-to-month fees, not allowed. It puts you over the threshold of 5% plus the CPI. Ooh, ooh, ouch. If you guys are charging market rent, pet rent, we need to talk about it. Okay. Month-to-month fees, not allowed. Got it? Pet rent, probably not allowed. Definitely not allowed in LA County. It was fun while it lasted. All right, you guys, nobody else has anything. I'm going to get off of here. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Let me know if you need anything in the meantime. You guys all know how to hunt me down. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.